This radio program is PG-13. Parents strongly caution some material may be inappropriate for children under the age of 13.
The following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Arizona. Yes. You know what today is. This is Filthy Friday on Hardcore. Welcome to the program. You are about to listen to the nastiest Christian radio broadcast in the country. You're going to get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We don't care who likes it. Welcome to the program, and welcome to America's Ebola. Gambling. Today on Hardcore. Please call somebody and tell them the radio program's on. Today's subject, gambling, the Ebola of America. This is Brother Mike. I am the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center. We're downtown Phoenix on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road. It's a red brick building there. We have 2 live services every week in that building, Thursday, Friday nights at 7 o'clock. Did you set your clocks back? Yeah, we fell back, remember. Arizona doesn't fall, by the way. We're no longer the same as Pacific time here in Arizona, as you know. Pacific time is now an hour ahead of us. Don't forget about my Sunday podcast at 9 o'clock, Arizona and Mountain Time. Don't forget about our 3 live Zoom services every week, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Please send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com, or call me at 602-636-5800. I will send you the code and the password for all of our services, and I'll schedule you for a private counseling appointment. If you are a born-again Christian, there is no charge. No money, no insurance, no problemo. We have a children's healing service every month, the first Saturday of the month at 10 o'clock. We have a general healing service for the entire congregation the last Friday of every month at 7 p.m. You can get healed, and you can see others getting healed right in front of your eyes and testifying about it. Please don't miss it. Gambling. Friends, America has been taken over by Satan. You saw the elections a couple days ago, didn't you? Wow. The devil is in command. Satan's moved across the country, and you wouldn't believe the level of destruction. He is taking over our country, and he is going to beat us like his biatch. He's going to turn the United States into an old MTV video. Nationwide, pot. Nationwide, physician-assisted suicide. What's coming? Nationwide, euthanasia. Nationwide, drug addiction, homelessness. And the worst one of them all, what is it? Gambling. Gambling. Friends, gambling is the only business you can get into where you're guaranteed to end up a bum. You have no chance of surviving if you get involved in gambling. It is a total, complete, satanic racket. 1 Timothy chapter 6. For the love of money is the root of all evil. And many have coveted after money, and they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. My God, man, what kind of sorrows? Are you kidding me? You wouldn't believe the sorrows that gambling pierces into people's souls with. I'll go over it in just a minute. It's just absolutely horrible. Gambling is coveting money. Exodus chapter 20, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thy neighbor's wife, thy neighbor's manservant, thy neighbor's maidservant, thy neighbor's ox, thy neighbor's ass, or anything that is thy neighbor's. Yeah, Ephesians chapter 4. Let him that stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands the thing which is good, that he may have to give to those in need. Friends, gambling is a shortcut from Satan to get you money and to get you what you need and want without having to work for it. Proverbs chapter 28. A faithful man shall abound with blessings, but he that makes haste to be rich will not die innocent. Can you imagine this? Listen to me carefully. America, as you know, is the richest, most powerful country on the face of the earth and in the history of the world, bar none. Isn't even a close second. 57% of adults in the United States gamble. It could be lotteries, it could be casinos, it could be sports betting. It's just unbelievable. 57%. Almost 3 million adults have severe issues with gambling. Almost 8 million have moderate problems, according to government research. Online gambling is the fastest growing area of gambling. The gambling in Las Vegas is crashing. People don't even go there anymore. Las Vegas is now reserved for high rollers, whales they call them. The regular people that used to go to Las Vegas, they're no longer wanted. They got rid of them. Las Vegas looks like a ghost town. Couldn't happen to a bunch of nicer people. But online gambling, unbelievable. Las Vegas moved to Wales because they knew they couldn't compete with online gambling, and they knew that their business was going to be destroyed. And they were right. People don't go to Las Vegas anymore. They just gamble at home. 48 states plus Washington, D.C. have some form of legalized gambling in the United States. 85% of all Americans in the United States have gambled at least once. Can you imagine that? 57% of all American adults gambled last year. What's the most common form of gambling? Anybody know? Of course you do. Lottery tickets, scratch tickets. Number one form of gambling. Jackpot games are number two. What's climbing the ladder? Sports betting. Right now it's at 21% and climbing fast. Online gambling is also climbing record levels of gambling across the board. Younger people are more likely to gamble. Gen Zers, 68% of Gen Zers are gamblers. You imagine that? Same thing with millennials. Unreal. Absolutely amazing. Gambling everywhere. But as the Bible says, if you love money, you will pierce yourself through with many sorrows. And we know from government research that almost 3 million adults in the United States have severe gambling addictions. Almost 8 million have moderate problems with gambling. That means they occasionally lose the kids' grocery money, the rent money, and so on to gambling. Gambling is the Ebola of the American citizen. Sports gambling, in particular, the NFL. And now, what's going on with the sports? Oh, of course, it's all fixed. The NFL is fixed. The NBA is even worse. It's fixed. Who's involved in gambling, number one? Anybody know? Just raise your hand in your car there. Yeah, that's right. Organized crime. That's our number one form of revenue. Gambling. You believe that? Of course you do. They simply contact football players and and NBA basketball players. They would contact, WNBA players, but they don't do that because nobody watches those games. But in the NBA, they just simply contact the player, and the player goes, yeah, I'm averaging 30 points a game. You got it. I'll get 25 tonight. Yeah, I average 1 turnover per game. Tonight, 3 turnovers. Nobody's going to know the difference. No one's going to know anything. There's no way to track it. It's all a scam. Everything is a scam. And what's wrong with gambling? It destroys people's lives. Cannot imagine the level of pain and suffering gambling causes. Financial problems, the loss of savings, the debt people go into to keep losing at gambling. Gambling can become a horrible addiction. Horrible. Because the worst thing that can happen to you is what? Of course, winning. You go into a Circle K and you get a ticket and you actually won $500. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. Now the demons enter your brain and tell you over and over again, hey, you're a winner. Keep going. You can win this thing. No problemo. You got this, baby. Yeah, you got it all right. You just bought a ticket to poverty and homelessness. The stress, the sorrow, the sadness, the anxiety, the depression, the low self-esteem, the shame caused by gambling cannot be put into words on this radio program or any other. You will lose your friends. You will lose your marriage. You will lose your kids. You will lose your life. You will not be alone, friend. You will have nothing but trouble gambling. You will go broke. Gambling is the only business you can get into where you're absolutely guaranteed to end up a bum. Legal problems, not to mention your physical health. Your health deteriorates rapidly when you start totaling up your gambling losses. The stress, the low self-esteem, the mental illnesses caused by gambling, the stress of it all, the horror of failing your family. You spent all this money that should have been spent on your family. You don't have any money left. You're going to lose, friend. You're going to keep losing if you keep gambling. And then you're going to start having demonic, suicidal thoughts. And the demons are going to come to you and say, hey, you know what? Be better if you offed yourself, particularly if you got a life insurance policy. They always tell you, hey, use your life insurance policy. If you've got a gambling addiction, you can be healed and delivered. 602-636-5800. Please call now.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.